Plumbers, what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in a house? The house full of toilets. I've been a plumber for over a decade, and I've seen my fair share of weird stuff. People flush insane things down their toilets, let their pipes rot until they're basically held together with duct tape, and sometimes even try to fix things themselves in ways that make absolutely no sense. But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared me for the toilet house. The call that started it all. It was a routine service request. An older guy called and said he was having a bathroom issue in his home. No details, just that it was urgent. I figured it was a bad clog, maybe a broken pipe. Nothing out of the ordinary. I was so wrong. Stepping into the twilight zone. I arrived at the house, and from the outside, it looked totally normal. Nice suburban neighborhood, well-maintained lawn, nothing that screamed plumbing nightmare. But the moment he opened the door, I was greeted by toilets. Everywhere. There was a toilet in the hallway. A toilet next to the couch. A toilet in the dining room. There were toilets on every wall, like decoration. And I don't mean broken toilets stacked up or parts lying around. These were fully installed, functioning toilets just all over the house. I must have stared for too long because the guy just nodded and said, "Yeah, I really like toilets." The plumbing issue. I tried to play it cool, because hey, not my business what he does with his house. Me, alright, so what's the issue? Him, one of the toilets isn't flushing. I nodded, expecting him to lead me to an actual bathroom. Nope. He led me to his kitchen, where there was, of course, a toilet right next to the refrigerator. Him, it's this one. Just stopped working the other day. I had to take a second to process the fact that this man had been using a toilet in his kitchen. But whatever. I was here to fix plumbing, not judge life choices. The repair, and the big question. Turns out, it was a simple issue. The tank's flapper valve was worn out, so I replaced it, tested the flush, and boom, good as new. But curiosity got the better of me. So, what's with all the toilets? Him, grinning, oh, I just think they're really convenient. Why should bathrooms get all the fun? He then proudly gave me a tour of his home, pointing out each toilet like they were prized art pieces. This one's great for when I'm watching TV. Toilet next to the couch. This one's perfect if I need to go while cooking. Toilet in the kitchen. This one? Just for decoration. Toilet in the entryway. I had so many questions. Did he use all of them? Was this some kind of performance art? What did his water bill look like? But honestly, I didn't want to know. I finished the repair, got paid, and got out of there as fast as I could. To this day, I still think about Toilet Guy. I have so many plumbing horror stories, but this was just pure, chaotic brilliance. And you know what? Maybe he was onto something. After all, who among us hasn't wished for a toilet in a more convenient spot? TLDR, got called for a toilet repair. Walked into a house full of fully functioning toilets in every room. Fixed a kitchen toilet. Left with more questions than answers. Update, the house full of toilets. Hey everyone. A while back, I shared a story about Toilet Guy, the man who had fully functional toilets in every room of his house, including the kitchen. I thought that was the end of the weirdness. I was wrong. The unexpected callback. A few months after my first visit, I got another call from Toilet Guy. Him, hey, it's me again. You fixed my kitchen toilet a while back. I need your help with something bigger. I almost didn't take the job because, honestly, I wasn't sure if I could handle another round of whatever his life choices were. But curiosity won. And I'm so glad I went back. The bigger problem. When I arrived, nothing had changed, toilets still everywhere, still proudly displayed like they were fine art. But this time, he led me out back to his yard. And that's when I saw it. A half-built, multi-seat toilet gazebo. Yes. This man was building an outdoor, open-air toilet pavilion. Him, Grinning, I want to host gatherings, but I don't want my guests to have to wait for a toilet. I had so many emotions at once. Shock that this was actually happening. Admiration for his sheer dedication to the cause. Mild horror at the idea of people using toilets together in a circle. But hey, not my house, not my business. The plumbing challenge. He wanted me to install multiple toilets in a row, side by side, all hooked up to a single water line. Me, do you want dividers between them? Him, nah, I think an open layout encourages conversation. Sir. But whatever. I was here to do my job. The funniest part? As I was working, his neighbor walked by. The guy glanced at the gazebo full of toilets, then at me, and just shook his head. Neighbor, oh, you're helping with his art project, huh? Me, that's one way to put it. Turns out, the entire neighborhood knew about Toilet Guy. Some thought he was hilarious. Others thought he was completely insane. One person had even started taking bets on when the city would make him tear it down. The final product. After a full day of work, I got everything set up. 6 toilets. All fully operational. Facing each other in a weird toilet conversation pit. Toilet Guy was thrilled. I, on the other hand, needed to go home and rethink my life. The aftermath. I drove by his house a few weeks later. The toilet gazebo was gone. The city had shut it down. Apparently, outdoor communal toilets are against every building code imaginable. Who knew? Toilet Guy was forced to remove them, but according to the neighbor, he wasn't too upset. Neighbor, oh, he's already planning something else. I think he said something about a bathtub garden. I noped out of that conversation real fast. I still have no clue what Toilet Guy's endgame was. Was this just a weird hobby? Some kind of plumbing performance art? I have so many unanswered questions. But honestly, I respect it. Not everyone has the courage to live their dream. Even if that dream is a house full of toilets.